What is up, everyone? It is week 3 of this challenge, and before we add $20 for this week, let's review the account, see where we're at, and just kind of see what the account's doing. Are we going the right direction, or will we be panicking? Let's get into this week's video. So we're on the 1 month overview. We have our $40 in, and we're up 1.4%, give or take. It's going to go up or down because the market's live. Off this $40, we made 57 cents. Now, nothing crazy, but again, it's only $40. If you had $40 on a credit card sitting there, you'd be losing anywhere from, I guess, like a good percentage would be 16%, and a bad percentage could be all the way up to like 29%. You'd be losing on this $40 if you just had it sitting on a credit card. So change your mind, be like, okay, if I have debt, I'm losing this much money, but if I'm investing, I'm actually making money off of my money versus losing it. Now, if you are in debt, you should be putting more towards those payments because you could stop the bleeding better than trying to out invest your debt. So a little tip there, if you have some debt, pay that off faster. Hold off investing if you can, or just invest a little bit of money just to kind of get in the habit of investing. But majority of your focus should be on lowering those debts so you could stop the bleeding faster. So just looking over the trend this past month, obviously it's only been 2 weeks. We're going on week 3 now. We have swings, but look at the general trajectory of the account. We're on the upward trend. Again, this is when we put the $40 in, dropped below $40. Then we bounce right back and we're kind of grinding. We're dropping now. And I think we're kind of at a place where we're going to continue on up. So this, for me, is a good time to put in our $20 for the week. So let me deposit the money real quick. All right, so now we put the $20 in. We have $20 to play with. You could see we're at 60. Well, when it updates, we'll be at $60. So let's invest our money. You can see the market's kind of just sideways right now. Nothing too crazy is happening. Google is down. We might buy some of that today. Apple sideways, SPY's kind of sideways, QQQ, SCHD. So let's go into our actual account. So I switched the stocks to total gain so you could see what has been performing for us. And Apple is actually the one that's losing us money right now. So let's go take a look at Apple and see what is going on. So if we go to the 3 month, we're kind of still in that sideways pattern. If we go year to date, even we've been on this kind of grinding downwards. And if you see here, we kind of went up, down, drop more. And now we're just kind of literally just holding the line. Yeah, we may drop some more, but again, we need to zoom out because that looks bad right there. But when we zoom out, look at the growth that's happened over the past 5 years. So when it's down in red and short term, it's a good sign to buy. So we're going to buy more Apple today. But first, let's go do our main index fund purchases. So the main one always is going to be SPY. We're going to put $10 in here. And we're actually no, we're going to redivide it. So we're going to put $7 here. Since we have 3 indexes, we're going to split the money. So $7 in SPY. Then we're going to go to QQQ, do the same $5. And then we're going to go to our new index fund, the SCHD, and then we're going to put the $3 difference because we lowered SPY down to 7. Okay. So now we're down to our last $5, which we are going to divide across some stocks. I do want to look at one more stock. Costco. If you see the 5-year growth on this and even the max growth on Costco, insane. And on top of that, you do get almost 0.5% of dividend yield, but I'm not too worried about that. That's just a little bit of compounding money. But the growth, look at that. In the last 25 years, 2,000%. So I do want to add 3 of the dollars over here. And then I'm going to put 2 of the dollars on Apple. And that's going to be it for week 3. Now we're going to go to Apple again. I believe Apple is just on its little reset period, so I want to get it at a cheaper price while I still can. All right, there it is. So we divvied up our $20 this week. Again, I don't expect anything to really go crazy in this account until we get to probably the 3 month. You know, this is just going to slowly grind its way up. And again, when this 3 month fills out, then we could really start to understand, is the account going the right way? What do we need to put more money in? What's been performing well? What's not performing well? And if it's not performing well, is it just resetting and we should buy more because it's a cheaper price? Or do we need to focus our investments on other stuff? So week 3, again, investing's boring. There's not much to do. You just deposit the money, split it up, and move on to the next week. Again, I'm not licensed to give you information on investing and all this stuff. This is simply me just documenting what I'm doing with my money. Take what you want from this, learn from it, do your own research. But the purpose of these videos is to show you investing is not too scary. Don't freak out. Just show up, be consistent, look for good stocks, good companies, good indexes, so your money's kind of spread across. So if something tanks, it's not going to affect your full portfolio. So subscribe if you haven't already, click that thumbs up, and comment down below what you're watching, and maybe we might need to add it to this portfolio. I'll see you in next week's video. Peace.
Like and subscribe.